Okay, so we just were talking about compound events where we have two things happening, but sometimes probabilities are asked in different ways. So over here we were talking about two things happening. You're a winner if you get heads and 4. But sometimes probability questions can be asked with slightly different words. So instead of saying and, what if they had said or? You're a winner if you get heads or if you get 4. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this situation of using the word and versus the word or, because mathematically they mean really different things and you get really different answers. So you have to be careful about whether they're saying and or if they're saying or. So we're going to look at an example just using a die. So if I roll a die, I want to find the probability of getting a 2 or getting a 5. So in other words, I'm going to be a winner if I get a 2 or if I get a 5. Clearly, I can't get 2 and 5 at the same time, okay? If I roll a die, I only get one number. But I get to be a winner if I roll a 2 or if I roll a 5. Either one is going to make me a winner. So what is the probability of that? Okay, so the way that we write the notation is the probability of getting 2, and then the or symbol is we use this. It's the union. We call that union. 2 union 5. So we write it like that. I'm a winner if I get a 2 or I get a 5. So what's the probability of that? Well, there's still only 6 sides on the die, but now I have 2 ways of winning. I can win if I get a 2 or if I get a 5. So there's 2 out of 6 ways of winning. Okay, so here's another example. I'm going to roll a die. Find the probability of getting a multiple of 2 and 3. Okay, so notice the notation here. It says and. So probability of getting 2, and I have to use this one, 3. That means I don't win if I get a multiple of 2 or if I get a multiple of 3. There's only one way I can win, and that's by getting a number that's both a multiple of 2 and 3. So what are the multiples of 2? Multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. Okay, multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, etc. Okay, so what these two lists, do they have any numbers in common? Because in order for me to win, my winning number has to be a multiple of both 2 and 3. So the number that they have in common here is 6. So 6 is a number that is a multiple of both 2 and 3. So if I'm rolling a die, what is the chance I'm going to roll a 6? It's just 1 out of 6. So notice when you use the word or, you actually have more chances of winning. When you use the word and, you're really limited by how many ways you can win. Okay, so if you're ever offered a bet, you want the or bet, not the and bet. All right, now rolling the die, find the probability of getting a prime and even. Okay, so I need prime, and if it's an and, that means I'm using this symbol, intersection. It has to be both prime and even. So for and, we use this. So looking at my numbers, let me list them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start with the even numbers, so that sounds easier. My even numbers are 2, 4, and 6, and it needs to be prime. Prime means that it only has 2 factors, itself and 1. Well, 6, the factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6, so that doesn't work. It's not prime. And 4 is not prime because 2 times 2 and 1 times 4. So my only choice then is 2. So prime and even, I only have one choice. 1 out of 6 again. Okay, there's that word and. All right, and the last one, roll a die, find the probability of getting a multiple of 2 or 3. So now my odds are better. I win if it's a multiple of 2 or if it's a multiple of 3. So our multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, and the multiples of 3 are 3, 6. So I win if I get any of these. So I have 3 ways of winning here and 2 ways of winning here, but we got to watch out because this one is overlapping. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually only 4 ways of winning. I don't have 5 ways of winning. So the probability of getting a multiple of 2, and actually I didn't really write that well, didn't I? So it should have said a multiple of 2 or a multiple. I should have written that out more. Sorry about that. So the probability of getting a multiple of 2, or, we like the or one, or a multiple of 3 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6. So I actually have a pretty good chance of getting that, because I win if I get a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 6. So I have a 4 out of 6 chance of winning on that. Okay, so how do we boil this down to an equation? So just like we did over here for compound events, we can actually kind of boil this down to an equation. So let's see, do I want to talk about this now? No, I don't think I want to talk about this now. I'm going to come back to the addition law, okay? We're going to talk about that later. So I just wanted to go over the difference between what does or mean and what does and mean, okay? So and versus or mean 2 different things. You're a winner if you get an and you're a winner if you get an if it has an or. What do those things mean? All right, taking a break.